Hi, so I have just used two new products that I've not tried before, and I thought I'd share my experience with you because they're quite expensive and it didn't really go that well. So to save you spending your money, I thought I'd make this little video. So here we go. So the first one is paper Solvy. This comes in kind of roughly printer size pieces. You can just feed it straight through your printer, get your templates on there really easy for quilting through your quilting pattern. So it just feels like paper, and it goes a bit like toilet paper when you get it wet. It does kind of disintegrate fairly easily, and I tried it just under the tap before I started using it, and it seemed to disappear quite nicely, and it does suggest that it's fully water soluble, dissolves quickly in water. And there's another brand here which is Aquatics. Now this comes in a sheet that's 79 centimeters by 55, so it's not ready for you to feed through your printer, but it's a larger piece. You can draw on it if you want to do large quilting designs over your quilts, or you can cut it into little pieces and feed them through your printer, which is what I did. So these two materials feel identical, to be honest. They feel like the same product. So the Solvy was £12.95 for a pack of 12 sheets, so that's over £1 a sheet, and the Aquatics was £5.45 for a sheet of which is 79 by 55 centimetres. Just out of interest, I also used just normal tissue paper. I thought, glued it onto a carrier sheet, fed that through my printer, and the results actually weren't that much worse. And it's a lot cheaper, of course. Now I took the quilt into my kitchen and ran it under the tap, and the gross parts of this paper did come away quite easily. It does leave a kind of a little sliminess on the fabric, but you can see it does wash away quite easily. But the material that's trapped underneath your stitches doesn't seem to wash away, and what you get is a white cloggy thing underneath your stitches. They don't look clean at all. It says on the packaging to remove most of the paper before you start this process, but actually, because the paper is actually quite tough when it's not wet, it pulls your stitches about and it kind of wrecks them a little bit. So I was a little bit loath to do too much of the pulling of the paper, because it was just wrecking things. So I've now filled a sink with water to try and get rid of some of this stuff behind these stitches. I filled the bowl, and I'm just going to gently hand wash this quilt. I don't really want to machine wash it because it's got a silk and wool quilting liner in it, or wadding, but you can see I've put it through the spin cycle to get rid of the water, and this is this paper clogginess that I'm on about underneath the stitches. And I'm really not happy about this because I've spent a long time doing this quilt. This patch here is the one I did with the regular tissue paper, which is actually better, I think. Both of the brands of paper left this clogginess, so not really very happy with either of them, to be honest. Not at all. There has to be a better solution than this. I'm trying to find something that's better, and as soon as I do, I'll let you know that it's available in my shop, and I promise you it won't be £1 a sheet. It will be much cheaper than that. Okay, thanks for watching.